Judge Marci Beyer from the Third Judicial District Court said she met with Doña Ana County officials last week to discuss the possibility of a temporary closing of the Juvenile Detention Center. Judge Beyer said this would be very problematic for juvenile detainees.
They have repeated review hearings because we're trying to figure out, well, could they be placed in a therapeutic foster home? Should they be placed at Mesilla Valley Hospital? What kind of treatment do they need, even while we're waiting for trial?
County Commissioner David Garcia learned of these talks from Judge Beyer and expressed his concern at the latest County Commission meeting. County Manager Julia Brown did not respond to requests for comment, but said at the meeting that no decision had been made and she is coordinating with the director of the detention center.
As I reported to the Commission in my remarks last Tuesday, I directed the director to explore and investigate the cost of transporting certain elements of the detention center to other facilities within the state.
After the meeting, Doña Ana County Sheriff Enrique Kiki Vigil told KFOX TV that he was not invited to the meeting, and he was concerned no one discussed the possible closure with him, saying, quote, "I wish this had been brought to my attention previously. I wish that I had been invited to the meeting on Thursday." Juveniles at the detention center are usually awaiting trial and have yet to be convicted of a crime. Judge Marci Beyer said this could prevent them from finding other places more suitable for a detainee awaiting trial.
Let's say we want to place a child in a therapeutic foster family. Well, that foster family has to interview that child. Well, how does a foster family from Doña Ana interview a child who's now placed in McKinley County? And sometimes it takes more than one family, to interview a child to find the right fit. Also, the mental health, like if a child there is assessed there for mental health, which often assessments are done in the detention, the McKinley County assessors are going to be familiar with McKinley County services, not the services that we have.
She says it will also be difficult for families to visit because they are stretched with resources.
I think it's important to realize how important that support is, that child know that there are people out there that care and that are supporting them. And a lot of times the family has to educate the detention center on any kind of mental health issues or any behavioral issues that are particular to that child that can help the detention center.
Commissioner Garcia says an advisory committee with county officials are planning on meeting to discuss other options for the center. Garcia says some ideas have already been discussed. He says that a decision needs to be made quickly to keep both the detainees and the officers safe.
Safety is of the utmost importance. We can't have an overcrowded detention center and jeopardize lives in that detention center if we don't do something about it. It would be pretty sad if we didn't move fast enough and then something were to happen.
He said he hopes that this will help the county communicate concerns better in the future.
We need to improve communications with everybody that is a stakeholder so that there is no misunderstandings and we can better serve the communities and the juveniles.
Garcia says he thinks a solution will come before juvenile detainees will be moved. For KRWG, I'm Samantha Sonner.